Hello again. This is going to be another video of mine. This is as you can tell, is not my account. This is Buddy November's account. You can tell our Lion Shield's up due to the war and the big Stronghold 40 that came saw. Thought he was going to conquer. He's got an ego problem. But anyway, besides that, we're going to talk about some changes. Most of the stuff I'm going to do is probably going to stay the same. Actually, I can do that right now while you're on the screen. I try to get a combination of Dragon XP and some speed ups, because we're going to be pumping out some research for him here pretty soon too. But I try to stay the dragon and the boat. You can easily go heroes are really easy to get, so I really don't bother with it. Lord, all that stuff. Try to stay in dragon, whether it's crystals, assault points, and hero or XP. And I got him from level 47 dragon to 54 now. I just hit 54, so it's working pretty steady. On this update, like I said, it's a spender update. It's 100% a spender update. There's not a whole lot you can do. I'm not worried too much about his cards because all the free summons we're about to get on this particular thing here on the redeem. Okay, I always get Dragon XP. It's big. Either Dragon XP or I go Assault Power or Guardian Power, depending on what I'm trying to level up. I hit 54, so now tomorrow I'll probably be getting Assault Power until I max out the two things that I can add to the level. But if you look, there's not a whole lot you can really, add. Artifacts they were giving away like crazy, and lucky shots and events, and that's already, even as a free player, his is high. So I get the Holy Dust so I can unlock the new ones. So I've been just going to the Soul Gemstones on that one. So that's my two basics, for a free player. It's hard to get the gemstones right now. I always look into stuff that's hard to get. It's hard to get the gemstones, and a big factor is a dragon. So I work on those two things. Inspire, as you can tell. That's why I don't get the artifacts. I'm almost to a couple of purple here pretty soon at his, and I haven't even, this is a free account. His statues are slow going, but I'm still getting statues through. I stopped getting emblems. That's the biggest thing. I stopped completely getting emblems through here. I buy the purple one. That's about it, and that's every now and then. The statues are slow going, but they're getting there. They're getting there for a free player who quit 5 months ago. This is a decent account. Emblems, his emblems are getting up there too. With all this free stuff, I really don't focus on it too much. That's why I went over to Lucky Shots and I started using the gemstone one. I think with all the free summons and all the free essence given out, you have to be active. That's one of the biggest things. But with all that stuff getting free put out there in the events, one of the things you can't really add a whole lot to is gemstones. And as you can tell, they're pretty generous right now. So I went with the gemstones, so I can get some more. That's gonna, a couple more. That's all reachable. It's quite a few of that. Bit of that is reachable. I can easily get the Soul Stone and the Chivalry, maybe the 16,000, pretty easily, and combine that with the events of if they keep it the same. If the gold event payout is the same, these are going to be filled in fairly fast, which I like to see. Getting them 5, 6, if you got that. Now, see, if your gemstones look better than this, if they're 5, 6, if they're 6 level soul stones, I would probably go with emblems, and the reason being is the books. They're giving out. They're very generous with the books right now. So if you're, this as a free player, it can go either way. Emblems or gems. Gems will help you get that little boost. Okay. Or not emblems, but gems will help you get that little boost. Emblems will be a future thing. because they're giving away like crazy. You're going to stock up points like crazy. You're going to get them to orange and yellow, but I mean, they're still going to be behind technically. But if you work at it, you can get those books that I've made in other videos. You can use those books and the lucky shots. If you press the button a couple times, usually you can get a 13, a 35, and a 99 in the same exact sequence, and that's really big because you're going to get the emblem essence everywhere. So you're looking to scroll when you're doing the lucky shots. If you do emblems, keep pressing reset until it hits the one with 3 books on it. Okay, once you hit the one with 3 books, stay there. Try to get that 13. Try to get that 35. Reset. Try to get that 13. Try to get that 35. Reset. The chances of you getting another 99 is a free player. It's going to take you like 4 months. It's going to take you forever. So I really wouldn't worry about that. But you can possibly unlock one of the new emblems. I mean, that seriously, looking at that lucky shot, you can possibly unlock one of the new emblems. But I went with gems because that's his weak spot right now. He was all in Valor when I took him. Just to give you an idea of what he was. He was in the 300s. He was in the 300s when I took over, and I'll show you here. What the hell has he got going on here? Get rid of all that junk. Okay, get rid of all that junk. Get rid of all that junk. Hopefully I didn't delete what I needed. Is this the one? No, that's not the one. Is this the one? We were testing him out a little bit because he's got some wins and losses. No, that's old. What happened to the new one? There we go. As you can tell, he's up in the 600s. I just hit level 54, so that troop health is about to be 600. He's going to be all 600 all the way around, which isn't bad for a free player. It's not bad at all. Especially since he just hasn't passed 8-10. It's easy with all these new things when it comes to the summons and doing some of the level ups, through artifacts, things like that. If I get this 8-10, he could be in the mid 600s pretty easy. So it's a couple of key points there. Don't stress on it too much. I think most boat and Spire are going to stay the same, more geared towards the dragon. Throw in some soul gemstones. The same thing with Spirit. It's going to be the same concept. Except I dumped the emblems because they're pointless now. So I kind of went just the statues, and then buy resources. I'll buy resources beside that. But the biggest change I'm going to do is the strategy towards the lucky shot. I'm going to go more towards my weakness on this account, which is going to be gems. If you got good gems, which is soul stones, level 6, all the way across the board or something, or some pretty solid chivalry 6 or something, I'd aim towards more towards gemstones. But I would probably go with emblems if I had good gemstones. Either one is not a big deal. So I just wanted to give you a little heads up on that. As that's basically the biggest jump you can get is try to get as many summons as you can, be active, get the summons, get the emblems, and use the lucky shots as 4 emblems to boost that, or as gemstones. So there's video number 2. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments. I'll get to them in the questions and answers. Okay,